Hi, welcome to my fake bake. I'm Jamie with Glam Candy Boutique, and today I'm part of the Christmas in July event, which was set up and organized by Marie from Great Creations Faux Cupcakes. And I just want to say it's really difficult to set up these kinds of events, so I just really want to thank Marie for doing that and for inviting me to be one of the fake bakers. So I'm super excited to be here. Hi Marie, how are you? I was just talking about you. I'll give everybody a second to come in. But you guys know I really love, thank you for sprinkling. Hi Sarah. Hi Margarita. Hi Nicole. So you know that I love Candyland, right? Like I'm obsessed with it, and you can see I have it behind me. Hey Raymond, thank you so much for coming. Oh, thank you, Maureen. You're so sweet. Thank you. But you guys know I love Candyland. Hi Stephanie. But I made this guy because, thank you so much for sprinkling. So what I do is in my house in the front room, I do, because there's like a living room out there. And hi Pam. Hi Maricela. Hi. Hi Michelle. So out in the front room, I do Candyland, everything out there. I don't know if you saw my home tour last Christmas I did it. But then then we have like a great room, so it's like a kitchen / living room. And then hi Angie. And then I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought. I have live brain already, you guys. Erica was talking about that earlier. Hi Charlene. Oh, thank you, baby. That's my husband. But in our great room, I always do it peppermint. So because I can't choose. Like I know, everybody's always asking like, what's your favorite? I really can't choose. So I do, both Candyland and I do peppermint. But I made this guy, and I'm going to be posting this tutorial on my YouTube, which is also Glam Candy Boutique. I will be, oh, thank you so much, Ginger. I love yours too. You have a beautiful home. So, I'm sorry. I totally have live brain today. I haven't done one of these in so long, so thank you so much for sprinkling. If anybody could sprinkle, that's so great for all these creators. It doesn't cost you anything, and then that is what Facebook weights the most, like more than a heart or a comment. They're like, who is sharing? And they don't care if you only have a couple friends to share it to. They really don't. They're still gonna count it, and it almost gives like the creator a score, and it helps with them to be seen. So it helps everybody. We still have 2 more creators after me, so I'm really excited. Hi Christy. So what am I gonna do first? What I would like to do, but like I was saying, I was gonna have him on. I'm gonna put it on YouTube as soon as I finish editing it, and then so you can see exactly how I sculpted him up. So my brain is so real. Like if you know me, like when I'm not live, I'm like really smart. So yeah, I will definitely post the tutorial. But what I want to do is I want to add some sparkle to him. Let me just clean off my paintbrush here. Make sure I get a good one. I was thinking about diamond dust, but that's, it is sharp, so you just have to be careful. Let me just get something over here, paper towel. And my Mod Podge. Hi, Nikki. Thank you, Ginger. I promise I'm really smart. I'm just not on lives. It's because you're thinking of a million things all at once. You have to think of like your next step, and you got to answer comments, and make sure you say all the things, especially if you're an event. You have to and you want to include the people who did it and everything like that. So it's not the easiest thing to do. So So I'm just throwing a little bit of Mod Podge on it. So I didn't know if I wanted to put sparkles on it, but of course I do. Because I could have done this while the clay was wet, but. I freeze too. Thank you, Jeanette. Okay. I'm gonna do just a little bit, maybe a little bit of the diamond dust. I haven't seen a lot of fake bakers using this lately, and I miss it. It's kind of like old school, right? And then I'm gonna use, it's called Snow. It's from Michael's. It's just the pure white, and it's a fine glitter. I just want him to look like sugared. Hi, Cecile. Ginger, I've said the dumbest things on my lives. Oh my God. I still think about it, like cringe sometimes, like late at night. I'm like, oh my God, did I say that? Oh, thank you so much for sprinkling. See, so this looks kind of sugary. He'll look better when he dries. Let me just put it over there. Yeah, so like Cheryl, if it were wet, you could just put it on, most likely. You could just put that glitter on and it would stick. But since, you know, I made him days ago and I wasn't sure if I wanted glitter on him, I didn't add any. So that's why I did the Mod Podge. You do have the gift of gab. I just watched you. That was great though. I liked your penguin ice cube scene. So this is from Dollar Tree and they have them all the time. It's called an 8-inch garden planter. Oh, thank you, Marie. I'm happy to be here. The glitter is, this is Snow. It's Snow from Michael's. It's, that's all it's called. It's just called Snow. It's just plain white fine glitter. And then I was using some diamond dust, which you can get on Amazon usually, but it is sharp. So just beware of that. It is cut, it's like cut glass. Isn't all glitter cut glass though? I can't remember. So my family, like, I don't know, we're still kind of in crisis mode. Just, you know, my daughter, if anybody doesn't know, she's severely autistic. She can't talk. And so, we can't figure out what's wrong with her. Like she's upset or dysregulated. Something in her body doesn't feel right to her. And she's not able to tell us what it is. So like we've been to dentists and doctors and trying to figure out if there's something happening. We did get her teeth fixed, because like she had some teeth growing in and it freaked her out, okay? For her, that was too uncomfortable to stand. And so we got the teeth pulled because they're baby teeth, but it was driving her crazy. And we thought, okay, we've solved it. But then she was happy for a couple weeks and she started up again. So like we're kind of still in baby mode. So she's 7, okay? But literally she is a lot like a baby. So she, you know, she's up all night sometimes. She doesn't know not to get into things. She doesn't understand when I say you can't do that, it's dangerous. Like she doesn't understand. So so we've been like sleep deprived for like 7 years, and for a while it got better. She had a lot of good therapy, but just, you know, autistic people can regress at any time, and that is what is happening. And so that's why I'm like not able to go live as often, but I do think of you guys all the time. You know, I still want to be part of the community, even though it's just not possible as much right now. Oh no, Teresa, she's only 7, so there's no sign of that. She only just turned 7 too. Like, I know it could happen younger, but no, there's no way, there's no other signs of that. And God help us, like she's so dysregulated by her teeth coming in. Could you imagine when she does that? I'm gonna have to talk to my moms that have, you know, severely autistic children who can't talk and have been through that. Like, I don't even know what we're gonna do. But thank you all so much. I really appreciate the thoughts and the prayers and everything like that. We could definitely use them. So, but back to the fun stuff, because she is happy today, so it worked out good. So this is from Dollar Tree, and all I did is like this ugly brown color, and I just painted it with chalk paint, and then I went over it with acrylic. So, but to me it just looks like a cupcake. And I also did find some giant ones like that at Target and Dollar Spot, but this one was just a little bit too big for what I wanted to do today. Yes, my daughter also has to be fully sedated for dental work, but like when she wakes up, she doesn't like the numbness, and she'll sit there. She scratched her poor little face up, and we couldn't stop her. Could not stop her. So she was just like, She does have an AAC, but she only requests food on it. It doesn't matter how much we've shown her. We're going to still keep showing her how to talk with it, but she will only use it to request food. She won't tell us her tummy hurts or anything like that. So like when I hurt myself, I might be like, ouch, and I'll model it for like, ouch, wrist or whatever. But she just doesn't understand. Not yet. I mean, I'm hoping that with therapies and stuff like that, you know, she will eventually, speech therapy, stuff like that, she'll eventually learn. Hi, Tina. So what we're going to do is, it's going to be like a gingerbread kind of cupcake with like peppermint decor on it. So I'm just using some air dry foam clay. Thank you so much. That's so sweet. I have to remind myself that, you know, one day at a time. Let me just move that. So I just mixed a bunch of colors together I mixed like a reddish brown and like a light brown, just so I could get kind of a gingerbread color. Wanted it to match my guy. Thank you, AAA. It's just definitely not something that any parents are prepared for. Nobody is cut out for it. You know, we're just learning as we go, and like every autistic person is different. So when I started thinking, oh, you know, my daughter's autistic, I wasn't initially afraid of it because my son is autistic too, but it gave him a lot of gifts, right? Like, so he has like a photographic memory and stuff like that, and he can regulate himself pretty well. And so I wasn't even afraid when I thought she's autistic, or I was just going to go with it, but it just wasn't, she's just not like him. There's no owner's manual, and there's no parenting books either. You know, like there's all kinds of parenting books for like neurotypical kids. There's none for autistic kids, none. And I couldn't even write one because my child is different. So I'm just going to put this around the edge, and so it's just going to be, so it's just like a gingerbread cupcake. And I just want it to peek out because I'm going to add icing, of course. Well, thank you, Tassie. And also thank you for choosing to do that, because that's really hard to, you know, to choose that kind of profession. Like, you know, I love my child, right? And I would, you know, die for her and all that. But to like choose to fall in love with those children and, you know, take care of them, it really is, I think, a special kind of person that chooses that kind of work. So she goes to a special needs school, and like those people, they're so dedicated and so patient and so amazing. And I'm just like in awe of them too. Right. So I gotta stay out of my own head, because like I'll start going down a rabbit hole. I'm like, you know, because I'm thinking how she's gonna need care when she's older. And like I'm gone, she's gonna need full-time care. And I'm like, who's gonna do that? Like I can barely do it. And I love her more than anybody, right? So like, who is gonna do that? Mom and dad are gonna be gone one day, right? And so that, you know, it's just, it keeps me terrified. So I try not to think about it, but then, you know how human brains are. Oh, thank you, Janice. That's really sweet of you. I do not feel like a special parent or anything like that. I feel like I don't know what I'm doing, and I'm just trying, you know, and my husband's the same way. So I'm just gonna kind of just even this out so it kind of goes over the edge just a little bit so it looks nice and round, and try to get rid of any like wrinkles or anything like that. Hi, Cecilia. Thank you, Marie. Right. So I was like even looking, AAA, like I was looking for someone, like in case something happened to me before I'm in old age. My goal is to live to 100, because I want to be as old as possible so I can get my daughter as old as possible. Do you see, before I pass on? So that's like what I want to do. So I like try to take care of myself. And I was like, just in case, you know, I could like plan to have her, because I don't know where my kids are going to be, my other kids. Like maybe they'll have disabled children or a disabled spouse or be disabled themselves. Like you just don't know. So I don't know if they're going to be able or willing to take care of her, and she is not their child, right? And so I tried thinking about like what could happen if, toothbrush, by the way, I'm just going to texture it. Like what could happen if something happened to my daughter? Or happen to me before, you know, she's older and everything. But I try to find like a house for young adults, but they all seem, you know, the people in them are typically more independent than my daughter. She, you know, like as of right now, she can't dress herself. She can't, you know, she can't do anything by a lot of things by herself. So physically she's healthy, and so I am grateful for that. She's not sick, and you know, she's not physically disabled at all. It's just an invisible disability, and so like people see her and they think she's a normal girl, and then they see her like act out, like because something is bothering her, and she'll start screaming in public, and they think she's a brat, and she's not. She's just a scared little girl. So, and she has an invisible disability. So I'm just hitting that, and then I want to glitter it so you can see it's like, so it looks kind of like textured. Right. All those horrible thoughts, like late at night. So, okay, my daughter likes to poke things. So she, she poked my heart. So I decided I'm going to use it to fill my project. Hi, Janine. Oh, so Kim, it was sort of good and sort of bad in Disney. Like she was up the first night because it was exciting to be in this hotel room, and she kept us up like from 3 o'clock, and then, you know, you get up early for Disney. And so we got like 3 hours of sleep. But then the next night, she slept all night. She was so tired. So, oh, thank you so much, Maureen. That means a lot to me. But she did like Disneyland. One of the last days, she was really fed up and cranky, so we just called it a day. We just tried to be really relaxed, and we just went with it, like whatever she could do. We had ear defenders on her. She loved the Star Wars, those rides. She's like going like this. And oh my God, you guys, gosh, what was it called? The one where you're in the like Millennium Falcon, I think, and you're like. It was in Star Wars Land. There's only 2 rides there. So we went there and like you get to pilot your own ship. And so she was in the pilot seat with my husband. She wasn't doing anything, but you're supposed to be doing the controls. So he's like leaning over doing some of the controls for her. And she was just loved it so much. She loved it so much. So this is just to build height. Smuggler's Run, thank you. That was gonna drive me nuts. And I tried that blue milk and that was awful. It was so disappointing because like, you know, I grew up watching Star Wars and it's such a, you know, a popular phenomenon and everybody's always speculating about that blue milk. And this is a hot knife, by the way. I'm just gonna slice this in half. Yes, it was Smuggler's Run. I mean, it was an experience, like, and everybody's like really more into cosplaying over there in Star Wars Land. You can really suspend your disbelief. But I got the stupid blue milk and it just was not good. It wasn't very flavorful. It had like nothing. It was like a nothing flavor. The green milk was better, but still, like, because Disneyland, I'm a foodie. And Disneyland has a lot of stuff to entertain a foodie, okay? And I went there to eat. That is why I went there. Oh, thank you, Brittany. Thank you so much. I haven't seen you in so long. The green milk is better. It was definitely much more, like, flavorful. But they could have done a better job. Like, do something. It did look pretty though. It was very creamy and blue and it looked better than it tasted. So I don't even know. Like it was just a non-flavor. I have no idea what it was. But looking at it, you just think it would be like creamy and sweet and delicious and it just was not. So I have my short hot knife on today, so I just didn't change the attachment, and so it won't go all the way to the center, which is what I would normally recommend. And it usually would like slice cleanly through the styrofoam, but just gotta do what we gotta do here. And this is really stiff. Oh, the burger place. So my husband wants to tell you about the burger place because they were delicious, but they had those extreme milkshakes there, and I thought of Christy. They were so good. It was like the best thing. Mine had like one of those strawberry shortcake desserts on top of it. Like it was a shake with like a piece of cake with like an ice cream on it. It was crazy. I just want to kind of measure this where it's gonna end up. Okay. So to build up more height, I do want to add another one of these. Let me turn off my hot knife. It's like smoking. And yeah, it's hot glue and it kind of melts your styrofoam, but to me, I think it melts it together and it holds it better. They were so delicious. It's just this orange one. I have it linked on my Amazon affiliate page. It's like 20 bucks off of Amazon. So see, this is gonna have a lot more height now. I might have to use some super glue. just do that. I like to combine the glues. We make the most toxic stuff in like the fake bake world. I'm just gonna hold out for a second. So now I just have just lightweight spackle. Let me see. This just says this is a 2D. I decided to try a 2D. Usually I use a 1M. 1M is everybody's favorite, but I know we mix stuff together. We shouldn't. So this is just lightweight spackle. So the clay is air dry foam clay, and I usually get my clay either from Marie from Great Creations Faux Cupcakes, or I get it from TCT Crafts from Melissa. But a lot of the clay is really, really good. The air dry foam clay is just so amazing, and I'm so grateful to have like a tool like that. Let me see if I don't want to like block your view, so. But I'm just kind of doing a swirling motion. And it's really forgiving. You can go over it and over it as you need to. So I'm just gonna kind of build up a layer here. And then I'll go over it again. Because there's a little gap between this little half sphere. And that's, you know, yeah, it's spackle, it's lightweight. I use DAP. Some people like Red Devil better. You know, I've never even used Red Devil. Let me clean out my tip here. But a lot of people swear by it. Let me just push this out. My tip got a little bit clogged. I'm not sure why, because it's like brand new. Maybe there was just like a piece of dried spackle that got caught in there or something. Yeah, that's what happened. I don't know how. It's like a fresh tub that I pulled this out of, so. Okay, should be good now. So I like to use 2 bags. So, because it's easier to just swap them out like that and you don't have to get all messy. I'm a very messy crafter though. So I'm just gonna add some more here. And now I'm gonna go ahead and add my little guy here so I can see what I'm doing. Let's see if I can heat this up really quick. They do heat up really fast. Oh, she would love fake baking. Yeah, this is like like a niche out of in the craft community. We love to make you know, fake desserts, and I like to make giant fake desserts typically, and usually whimsical. Usually I do like Candyland. I don't do anything realistic usually. Some people do that, but I like whimsical Candyland, pink pastel, everything. So I'm just gonna carefully start pushing him in there. Let's see if I have my pliers. It'll be a lot easier. I don't see him. Just be gentle. No, I don't. No, I'll reuse things and reuse them, you know, to save money. So, but like during a live, I'm not, you know, I don't want to sit there and like reload bags and reload bags. People will get bored with that. I really need my pliers. There they are. This base is just from Dollar Tree. And let me check on my tip again because it's feeling like it's clogged again and I just don't know why. Hi, Debbie. How do I keep it drying out, like if it's in a bag already? So you can put like a wet paper towel on the end of it and then put it all like in a in like a plastic bag, like one of those gallon bags, like a really big bag. And it should keep at least, you know, a little bit. There is just like stuff stuck in there. Now I got it. That was satisfying. Okay, so now I'm just gonna build it up so it makes sense. And then if the scale doesn't look right, then I'll build more layers. Like maybe wait till it dries, because then I can go over it. Now this speckle looks pretty smooth coming out, but like if yours wasn't and you wanted it to look smoother, you can always take like a damp paintbrush and just tap it down, like fix any little flaws if you wanted to do that. So I'm just gonna use, these are from my shop, Graham Candy Boutique. They're just fake sprinkles. They're made out of polymer clay. I didn't add anything today, Donna. Sometimes I do, but sometimes you could add like a little bit of Mod Podge or a little bit of paint and it'll make it smoother, but I didn't add anything today. But I just want to, you know, get some more red up here. Yeah, I put a bag in a bag. I want mostly like, because this has big mints, it has little mints, big ones, and then it has like little gingerbread in it. And you want to add your embellishments before you add glitter. So I'm gonna try to move fast so that I can get that glitter on there before the spackle starts to dry. And he has a really big gap over here that I didn't see. This whipped cream is a lot taller than I had anticipated. And I ended up covering up some of my mints, so just put some here and there. Yeah, so Jan, I'm going to be posting that on YouTube as soon as I finish editing it. Like I wanted to do the cupcake first, and then so I have kind of an ending to my video. And then so I will be posting that, and that is Glam Candy Boutique, and it's on YouTube. Just add a couple more. Thank you. It is a giant cupcake, isn't it? It's more than I anticipated. Yeah, just start practicing with it. It's so fun. You know, everybody always likes those videos where people are decorating with the, you know, frosting and everything, and that's what it feels like. So I'm just gonna add some of these. These are my peppermint ball sprinkles that I just came out with. I have a few new sets of ball sprinkles. I know they're very popular, and I wanted to offer like different colors. So nice to have these little pops of red in there. Let's see, looking for balance. I'm gonna add some different sizes in there. Okay, and then what I want to do, I want to add something to his hands, which I've been going back and forth about. Yeah, I love the ball sprinkles too. They're my favorite. Thank you so much. So I just made a little bow, just peppermint ribbon. It's wired. Pretty sure I got it on Amazon. I just find the center here. Just some hot glue. And I love the ribbon, of course, because it's wired, so you can just curl it over your fingers. It's the same body plan as my others, it's just bigger. Yeah, thank you so much, Erica. It's Glam Candy Boutique on Etsy. So glamcandyboutique.etsy.com. And I was thinking about adding, like, you know how they have those straws in it? I was thinking about it. I don't know. I don't like to commit. I have a hard time when I'm crafting. Thank you so much. Gotta get some glitter on it. There's one more ball sprinkle over here. So I'm gonna carefully, oh, thank you so much. I appreciate you saying that. And I actually like the white glitter look on the gingerbread clay, so it will look sugared. See if I got it everywhere. I'm just nestling him down into that spackle. And I was thinking about, like I have lots of different things, but I was thinking about giving him a lollipop, but there's lots of things I could do. I don't know, what do you think? Do you like the, I kind of like it. I wish I had like a little teeny tiny rolling pin. I definitely want to add glitter to his hat because I didn't do that. Let me just do that. I'm just doing Mod Podge. The cupcake bottom is just a base from Dollar Tree. It's one of their garden planters, and just to me, like as a fake baker, I see everything is either like a lollipop or a cupcake or something. It's gonna be some kind of giant dessert, and that's just how I see like objects when I'm out walking around. So I saw it and I was like, oh, that's a cupcake. I don't know if I could make the rolling pin with clay, because my clay is like really gloopy because our air conditioning has been weird and our humidity is weird in our house. And so my clay is just like falling, it like just droops. So it's like not holding its shape. I'm gonna carefully tip him. Oh, you have one, Michelle. That's exciting. So there he is so far. Now, I do have a few minutes left, so, I mean, he's pretty done, right? Hi, Maria. How are you? Thank you so much for showing up. That's okay. You can always watch the replay later. Like, here he is. Isn't he so ridiculous? I can't wait to have him out. Hi, Jennifer. Thank you so much. I thought you were working or something. You couldn't show up. Thank you. I also want to make a Candyland version. You guys, you know I like the pastels. So Hi, Morticia. How are you? So since I have a couple minutes left, I just, well, I never added the lollipop. I don't know what I'm going to add to his hand. Something. I'll take a picture of it. But since I have a couple minutes left, I am going to start working on this gumdrop. Now, this has a tutorial on YouTube as well. This is just an egg. And like once you know that, like you can totally see it. So you just cut off the bottom and then cut off the top. And you can either color it with clay, or you could, clay, or you can do spackle on it. I did do spackle on it because I didn't want to mess with the clay that day. But I'm just mixing my favorite paint. It's Rosemary. It's at Michael's. Oh, thank you so much, Maureen. I am crazy about lollipops. Yeah, if you guys want to see. I love all the Candyland. So I'm just going to paint it since I have a couple minutes left here. And then I'll glitter it. And what I want to do is make another Gingy that's going to kind of be scaled to it. And then, but it will be a much lighter gingerbread color. And I actually want to dress her up kind of like a ballerina. Yeah. So yeah, this is another gumdrop I made. But this one, it has, spackle on the top, like frosting. And then I put like the fake sprinkles on it. Oh, are you, Maureen? That's so exciting. Like, do you have this stuff already, or are you making it? Like, what are you doing? Or are you just planning on it? I absolutely love Candyland. The paint is it's just Rosemary, and then it's just white acrylic paint. That's all. Because the Rosemary is actually like a deep hot pink, but it makes the most beautiful glowing pastel pink, so. So sometimes I use these just by themselves, just to decorate with, and I just put chunky glitter on them to make them really, really sparkly. And then, or sometimes I put the fake frosting on them. I've never put like a Gingy on one though, so I thought that might be fun to do. Is anybody else doing Candyland Christmas, or are you doing a different theme? Yeah, you need to start doing it. Yes, that's good advice, Ginger. You have to give yourself room to make mistakes for sure. It's just so hard because like you don't want to like the materials are so expensive, and so you don't want to like waste them. But I love Candyland. I also love peppermint though. I really do. Let me grab my chunky glitter. It's just right here. This is one of my favorite glitters. It's called Pink Icing. It's from Hobby Lobby, which they've come out with like a lot of new glitters too. Yeah, it's a styrofoam egg. And then I just cut it so that it looks like a gumdrop. Just cut it with a hot knife. You don't discriminate. Yeah, I can't choose either. Just like not handle this thing. But I'd rather control where the glitter goes because I want to go through it with fine glitter after. This does have like a mix in it. Some of it is medium, some of it is fine, but you do want to put on your chunky glitter first if you didn't know that, because or else the fine will cover up all the glue and then you won't get any to stick for the chunkier glitter. Oh, you made a candy corn? That's fun though. Oh, you started calculating how much you were like wasting when you make a mistake. Yeah, that will paralyze you. Now I'm just gonna add some fine glitter. Let's see. This is just, it's called Glitz. It's from Michael's. So I'm just gonna add that in just to cover up the rest of any Mod Podge still, I'm sorry, paint still wet in there. And then usually what I do is I will do some Mod Podge over it after it completely dries. It can dull the shine of your glitter though, so just be aware of that. But usually if I do, you know, a couple of coats of glitter and Mod Podge, it does, you know, the shine will still be there. So it's either that or you could leave it, you know, unsealed, no Mod Podge, but you're gonna have glitter all over your house. But yeah, see how sparkly and pretty it is? And I'll do the bottom later after everything dries. Oh, I'll show you, Donna. I just decided to like finish another project because I had some time. Here he is. He is several pounds. But look, he's so cute. He has like, he's so sparkly. And that is bothering me. There's like a little gap under there. Let me see if I have any spackle out to fix him. Oh, thank you so much, Donna. There's definitely a gap back here. But yeah, it's really forgiving. You just go back and fix it. Nobody will know. And he's for me anyway. I'm not gonna sell him, so. I will sell the Candyland one though, that I'm gonna make. Almost out. And I just always gently tap my spackle down if I need to. Okay, so he is done and I have a few more minutes. Oh, thank you so much, Donna. I appreciate that. So up next after me is Kim's Gifts and Decor. And then after that is Marie with Great Creations Bow Cupcakes. And she set this whole thing up, and that really is so much work to organize. You know, you get people like, oh, I can't do this day, I can't do this time. You know, it's confusing, it's hard. So she worked really hard to set this up. Hi, Jamie. So I really appreciate her. So be sure to stick around for our last two today. It was just, Kim, it was a 2D. 2D is like, it's like a closed star. Let me see if I, like, where did I stick it? Yeah, see? So it's kind of closed. Thank you. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you all. Thank you, Jan. You all have a good night, okay?